It will start happening, and y'all know this by now. I went black for like a week, and poof.
Where you at?
Gotta go. After that one, poof. I came back, poof. Long live the stuff.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, to be honest with y'all, with social media being social media these days, the feds don't have to work hard to solve any crimes or identify anybody at no crime scene. All they have to do is go on Reddit, or in some cases, you even have some of these guys even telling on themselves. Whether it's flashing guns in music videos or lives, claiming bodies in their music or on social media, somehow, some way, they find ways to incriminate themselves to the law. And most times it may appear that they're getting away with it because we don't see them getting arrested, although we watch them basically own up to certain bodies or shootings. But I think history has taught us as of recent that it's only a matter of time. It may seem like they're getting away with it, but in reality, I personally think it's just so much going on that unless you're on the police radar and make them mad enough, they leave you alone until it's your time. In Chicago alone, we have been seeing recently the feds have been taking over a bunch of cases stemming from earlier on in the drill culture, and guys who we thought got away with something are now being snatched up. We've seen investigations stem all the way from 2010, which came out in the O-Block RICO case, that they even had cooperators operating within O-Block since then, some of which were being paid a salary to cooperate. Then it's even been claimed that the Shooter Shells case was being revisited, and they'll begin their investigations on his unaliving, and soon there should be some arrests being made according to court documents. Now I say all this because although he is no longer here, BloodHound Lil Jeff have become the poster child of speaking on catching bodies, trolling in his music, and being obvious than ever about doing so. It's almost like he didn't care about being caught by police. Now there's two bodies that he made it his business to let it be known that he was involved in, and although he never specifically said their names and owned up to it, it's been a lot of subliminals being thrown out there that was clear as to what's going on. BloodHound Lil Jeff, a Chicago upcoming rapper, was shot and unalive back in June of 2024. It's been reported that he was in his ops neighborhood, potentially trying to unalive one of his ops at the time when he was shot and unalived himself. Being that he was in his ops neighborhood, he wasn't alone. However, the people that he went there with were further back. When Jeff was shot, he fell and stayed exactly where he was shot at. This prompted the guys he came with to make a decision, whether they were going to leave him there as he just bled out and risk more damage being done, being that they were in their ops neighborhood, or go back for him and at least try to get him some help. And that's what they did. During the process of helping him, both guys were caught on camera as they picked up Jeff's body in efforts to get him help at the hospital. They did, but unfortunately, it was too late. Jeff was pronounced deceased at the hospital. However, according to new details within the investigation of the case, the police wanted to question the two individuals that brought Jeff in. Now, most of y'all know, if you go to the hospital after being shot, or if you bring someone, automatically the police are going to question you and try to figure out what actually happened. Most guys may have active warrants or wanted by law enforcement for some reason, and this is the reason they either don't go or try to hurry up and leave when they do go. That's what it seemed like happened with the guys that brought Jeff. Now, according to court documents that's been made public, it'll say, quote, RD relocated to Area 1 and met with Detective Baller. Detective Baller informed RD that he was exiting University of Chicago Hospital after investigating an aggravated battery with redacted observed. Subjects carrying victim Jeffrey Harris. Detective Baller assisted in carrying victim Jeffrey Harris into the hospital. Detective Bolin requested hospital security assist in obtaining the names of the individuals that brought victim Jeffrey Harris into the hospital. One of the individuals provided victim's name, Jeffrey Harris. Both of the subjects ignored verbal commands to stop from Detective Bolin and left the hospital in a hurry. Detective Bolin followed both M1 subjects and observed them into a redacted Acura bearing IL license plate redacted. Said vehicle then sped off. Detective Bolin described one of the M1 subjects to be light-skinned, redacted, dreadlocks, between 5'7", 5'9", between 140 to 160 pounds, redacted, sweatshirts, redacted, pants, and redacted shoes. Detective Bolin described the second M1 subject to be dark-skinned, redacted, dreadlocks, between 5'6" to 5'8", between 150 to 160 pounds, wearing all black, redacted. Now, according to a post made by Drill Music 00 concerning the document, they'll caption it saying, quote, "New details in BloodHound Lil Jeff's M case reveal that two unidentified males carried Lil Jeff into the hospital. One of them provided a name, but fled after ignoring verbal commands from Chicago police. Both men were nearly stopped and arrested, but managed to escape before officers could question them, not before their descriptions were shared with CPD. One of them was also under investigation in connection to the M of Monty and Lil Rob prior to Jeff's death." Now let me say that last part one more time. It said one of them was also under investigation in connection to the M of Monty and Lil Rob prior to Jeff's death. Now at this point, they already got a description of them, so I'm not going to add salt to the wound. But here's what I am going to say. Without me saying any of the names that were actually there, we all seen the video, we all seen who picked them up, right? So you got to ask yourself, if they said that one of the two people that went to that hospital is connected to the unaliving of Monty and Lil Rob, what does that tell you? That tell us that one of those two people are being investigated, and it's only a matter of time before the police actually pick them up. Now, if y'all remember, the unaliving of Monty and Lil Rob happened right when they came out of school, and it was in broad daylight with surveillance cameras everywhere. The cameras would capture two cars pulling up, and they're saying that it's 4 suspects that got out and was shooting in these guys' direction, striking both of them and unaliving them on the scene. So now let's do the math. They said Bloodhound T Slick, he was already picked up for the unaliving of Monty and Lil Rob. So that leaves 3 more people. Bloodhound Lil Jeff, he's unalive, so that's 2 people down with 2 more to go. What they're saying is one of those 2 people were at that hospital, which means that one of them people that's still free right now, they wouldn't be free for long. Now we don't know if it's the light-skinned one like they said, or if it's the dark-skinned one. And if you're paying attention to what's going on, you know who is who. There's no need to say names. Now the reason I mentioned earlier in this video that guys boast about catching bodies and think they got away with it and we believe it is because prior to Jeff's unaliving, he was openly speaking on those 2 bodies. But what he didn't know was it came out after his unaliving that police were already looking to arrest him for the shooting that took place. So he may have passed away thinking that he got away with his involvement in the shooting, but reality is that they were already onto him. Now they already have T Slick in custody for the shooting, so it's about 2 more people that will be picked up. Now how did they manage to identify the people that's involved? Who knows? But I'm sure this video that's rumored to be taken by Lil Jeff right after the shooting, as he's in the car showing people faces off, didn't help neither. Now either that, or it's a possibility that it's all due to good police work, or some may just say that maybe T Slick probably offered information. I'm not here to say it, but who knows? Moral of the story is, clearly police are looking for more suspects in the unaliving of these 2 teens, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. As for now, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.